Welcome to Wisdom for Life. Today we explore a powerful modern fable about how changing your mindset can completely transform your destiny. In the bustling corridors of a busy train station, a poor beggar sat on the cold floor, asking strangers for spare change. Day after day, he extended his worn, dirty hands, hoping someone would drop a few coins to help him survive another night. Most commuters simply ignored him, rushing past with their briefcases and coffees, treating him as an invisible part of the station walls. He felt miserable and worthless, believing that the universe had cursed him to a life of endless poverty and absolute total despair. Every coin he received only reinforced his deep belief that he was entirely dependent on the random pity of passing busy strangers. He never thought about his own potential or abilities, accepting his miserable fate as a permanent reality that could never be changed. The cold wind blew through the station, chilling him to the bone, mirroring the harsh and unforgiving nature of his daily existence. He watched successful people walk by, wondering what secret they possessed that allowed them to live such comfortable and incredibly wealthy lives. Little did he know, the secret was not about luck or inheritance, but rather a fundamental shift in how one perceives value. One fateful afternoon, a sharply dressed businessman walked past the beggar, projecting an aura of immense confidence, incredible wealth, and total authority. The beggar quickly held out his dirty cup, expecting the usual pity coin. But the wealthy businessman suddenly stopped and looked down. Instead of reaching into his expensive pocket for loose change, the businessman stared directly into the tired eyes of the poor beggar. The businessman spoke with a firm but calm voice, asking why he should give his hard-earned money to a complete stranger. He explained that in the real world of business, money is never just given away. It is always exchanged for something valuable. The beggar was terribly confused, stammering that he was just a poor man who had absolutely nothing of value to offer anyone. The businessman smiled gently and asked a profound question that would echo in his mind forever. Have you ever given anything away? He added that if you want to receive something from the world, you must first find a way to give something back. With those heavy words hanging in the air, the businessman turned around and walked away, leaving the beggar entirely speechless and stunned. For the rest of the day, the beggar could not stop thinking about that challenging conversation and the concept of creating value. That night, he could barely sleep, tossing and turning on his cardboard bed, wondering what a homeless man could possibly offer others. The next morning, as the sun began to rise over the city, he noticed a small patch of vibrant wild flowers nearby. They were simple, bright, and beautiful, growing stubbornly through the cracks in the concrete, completely free for anyone who cared to look. An idea suddenly sparked in his mind like a brilliant flash of lightning, illuminating a brand new path out of his misery. He carefully picked a handful of the freshest wild flowers, arranging them into a modest but charming little bouquet with great care. Returning to his usual spot at the busy train station, he felt a strange new sense of purpose and quiet inner dignity. When the first commuter dropped a coin into his cup, the beggar smiled warmly and handed the surprised woman a beautiful flower. Her face immediately lit up with genuine joy, and she reached into her purse to give him an extra dollar bill today. This incredible reaction happened again and again throughout the morning. People were thrilled to receive something beautiful for their given spare money. By the end of the day, his cup was overflowing with cash, far more than he had ever collected in a week. He realized the businessman was absolutely right. When you offer value to others, the universe rewards you with incredible, unexpected financial abundance. The next day, he woke up early, picked even more flowers, and greeted every single passing stranger with a bright, confident smile. He was no longer just a pathetic beggar asking for pity. He was now a proud man offering a brief, joyful moment. Within a few weeks, he saved enough money to buy real, high-quality roses from a local wholesale market in the city. He bought clean clothes, shaved his messy beard, and transformed his small station corner into a highly respected and popular flower stand. His confidence grew daily, and his loyal customers loved buying flowers from the friendly, sharply dressed man at the busy train station. Months passed, and his small flower stand rapidly expanded into a legitimate retail business with multiple busy locations across the entire city. He hired employees, managed large inventories, and completely left his old life of poverty and despair far behind in the distant past. Exactly 6 months later, he was walking through the financial district, wearing a custom-tailored suit and carrying a premium leather briefcase. Suddenly, he spotted a familiar face in the busy crowd. It was the exact same businessman who had changed his life forever. He confidently approached the older businessman, extending a firm, clean hand in greeting, his eyes shining with profound gratitude and immense pride. The older man was initially confused, unable to recognize the successful entrepreneur standing before him as the miserable beggar from the station. With a warm smile, the former beggar reintroduced himself, explaining how that one harsh but honest conversation had completely transformed his destiny. He thanked the businessman for refusing to give him free money and instead giving him the absolutely priceless gift of true perspective. The older businessman smiled proudly, shaking his hand warmly, acknowledging that the true power to change always existed within the man himself. This incredibly inspiring modern fable teaches us a vital lesson about the universal law of exchange and the true nature of wealth. In this world, you cannot simply expect to receive endless blessings without first being willing to give something valuable from your heart. Your mindset is the invisible architect of your reality. If you view yourself as worthless, the world will treat you as worthless. But the moment you recognize your own potential and start offering value, the entire universe shifts to support your grandest new vision. Never underestimate the profound impact of a simple shift in perspective. It can literally turn a hopeless beggar into a successful king. Start today by finding small ways to give and watch as your entire life miraculously transforms into a beautiful journey of abundance. Thank you for watching Wisdom for Life. Subscribe for more inspiring stories and always remember to share your unique value with everyone.